Okay, so you probably heard Sylvester Stallone's wife has filed for divorce, Jennifer Flavin. They've been together for 25 years. So this is just a quick energy check on them both to see what's going on there behind the scenes. I feel obviously he's going to regret it. You know, I feel he may go out with somebody younger than her. I'm hearing prove a point, almost like to prove a point that he can get better than her. But he's never going to get a better mother for his own kids than her. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. And I feel he's going to regret it massively. To the point where you might see him sucking up again in a month's time. It's almost like that energy where he wants to go out and prove he can do his own thing and he's fine without her. But then he's going to come back in and have massive regrets that he split up the family. And I think a lot of this is not to do with her, but the kids saying like, what the hell have you done? Okay, so Jennifer, how does she feel about him right now, her energy? Does she feel there's any hope? What is Jennifer's energy? Contempt, I heard. This is actually interesting because there was something in the papers about money. He's hiding money from her. Oh, it's sad. It is actually really sad. It's sad. It's almost like she's definitely moving away from him. It's actually really interesting cards. The Ace of Pentacles is the money and finance card I've got here, guys. And then it's almost like the Chariot being torn between the two. And she's saying in the papers he's hiding finances, and I feel this is part of it as well, that she's trying to uncover hidden funds. There's also money in offshore accounts, which a lot of people do when they're quite wealthy, you know, tax, kind of to avoid the tax. So I think she's trying to uncover right now. This is not easy for her because there's a lot of love there still. Ace of Cups means a loving relationship, okay? Happy families card as well, okay? They had a good innings, I'm hearing. They had a good innings. So she feel like they had a really good run. The sun means joy and happiness as a family unit as well. But it's almost like I'm hearing she's coming into her own and she's not going to put up with it. I'm hearing his ego randomly because they've been married for so long. And when push comes to shove, it's almost like she's had enough of his ego and it's like she can't put up with it anymore. This is almost like her coming into her own power. Because I know in the past he was cheating on her constantly and he would leave her and come back, leave her and come back. And it's almost like this energy is her coming into her own saying, you know what, I'm just tired of you in general. I can't imagine living the rest of my life with you, like the years they've got left. It's almost like this cruel cutting side. It's this means a highly intelligent woman that can be cutting with her words. So it's almost like she's coming into her own as a woman and saying, even though they've been married for years and years and years, doing what's right for her and her kids rather than doing what's right for him. I'm seeing her as a puppet and him controlling the strings. So he's been doing that for so long. It's almost like she wants to cut the strings now and be her own person. But I do get a lot. It's almost like it's something to do with his ego as well. Almost like having to bow down to him and just having enough. I'm not getting an affair or anything in the cards as yet that he's done anything untoward. But that energy is definitely there, like flirting and stuff. It's almost like she wish he would grow up and he won't, because he's 76 and it's almost like he's a boy that's never going to change. It's almost like that kind of vibe. And then we actually have the Two of Wands, which is her looking away from him, and then the Six of Swords does mean her energy is moving completely away from him right now. So I do feel she's going to be better off without him, to be honest, and that's the kind of energy she feels as well. Let's just see how he feels about this. He's angry, for sure. He's angry. It's almost like this, again, it's this ego thing. It's this male macho thing about how dare she leave me? How, you know, who does she think that she can leave me? You know, by the way, I love him as an actor. I'm a big fan. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, guys. We used to idolize these growing up as kids, you know. But it's just this ego. I keep hearing puppet on a string, and she was tired of the control, you know? It's almost like enough was enough. So he's really angry. It's almost like an embarrassment and humiliation as well. And that's a lot that came out in that dog tattoo, because that was horrible. I mean, if you're going to cover your wife's face up, you can do it with lots of things, but to do it with a dog, I mean, come on. It shows that pettiness. And I think that's what I mean about the energy coming through, that he's still a kid at 76. What 76-year-old does that? How juvenile and petty is that to act that way at 76? Sorry. And that's what I mean about her energy saying, you know, she's tired of being with a boy. He's 76. He's not changing. The power needs to change. The power between them needs to change how things are working. And it's almost like there's so much anger. There's so much anger there, I think, that she's held back for all this time. Oh, okay. Well, he's definitely down in the dumps. Oh, he definitely sees it as an ending as well. He doesn't know how to get back. It's causing him a ton of anxiety and he's hiding it massively. Hey, charging back in. So here we go, guys. So Four of Cups is how he feels right now. So this is extremely low moods, very depressed, looking at all the things like that's going wrong for him. And the Ten of Swords means usually severance in a relationship or a connection. So it's almost like I'm hearing it hit him where it hurt. God. And when I mean that, I mean, he didn't think she'd go through with it. I think she's walked away from him so many times before behind the scenes that we're not even aware of. He didn't think she would go through with it. And this time I'm hearing it's hitting where it hurts and it's hit home. So he's definitely worried about the money. I don't see why, because he's 76. I mean, it's not like he's getting older, guys. You know what I mean? He should be more concerned about the family unit. But he's obviously very worried about his family, and he does look like he realises she's serious this time. Let's put it that way for sure. Yep. Look at that. No talking around, because the Seven of Wands as her energy is almost coming up where you block the other person and you're blocking them and saying, no, do you know what? I'm not putting up with it anymore. It's not going to work. You know, I'm not dealing with this crap. And that's where the energy of the Ten of Swords and the downness of it, the it's almost like, you know, when someone's really hurt, so you react in anger, and I feel that's what happened with the tattoo there. I really do, because I mean, he was still attracted to her. We have the Lovers, we have the Empress there, which means a good family unit, that she was very nurturing, she was a good mother. He's just hard work. And then we have the anxiety as well, sleepless nights, very emotional over this, but still that kind of really stubbornness. And I keep feeling that kind of energy of, how dare you leave me? We have the Moon, which means hidden feelings and emotions underneath as well. So I do feel a lot of this is going on, and he's obviously playing it down by getting tattoos, but underneath this kind of emotional energy, which he can't quite express in the right way, is coming out as this tattoo with the dog kind of thing, you know. But then we do have the Knight of Swords later on, which I do feel down the line he's going to come to his senses. It's almost like, how dare you? But then it's going to come back into, I can't leave her. You know, I can't do without her more. And this looks for him to be charging back in. But I don't know if they can turn this around, to be honest, because her current energy is just, guys, it's just not great, current energy. I'm pulling some more cards now. It's almost like the Tower as well. You know, it's almost like her energy is everything came crashing down. It's almost like it's been building for so long and it's all come crashing down. And I still feel it's that sense of a bit of an all-rounder about his ego, that he's still a kid. She's tired of dating a boy. He's 76 years old. He's older now. He shouldn't still be flirting around and acting like he's got it going on kind of thing with the ladies, when she thought, have you not grown out of that by now? So that's the kind of energy from his side. I do feel he's going to try and charge back in and win her back. Now, the only reason she would take him back would be for the kids, but I think it could have even got past that now, where she wouldn't even consider doing that for the kids. So what do the kids want? Because people say, like, the kids, and, you know, when going through divorces and stuff, that they want their, you know, parents to stay together. They don't want to break up the family unit. But sometimes if it's been toxic for so long, the kids just want to live in a peaceful place. Now, they are all older now, so I'm not sure if they're still living at home or what, but let's just see how they feel. What's their energy? How do they feel about this situation? They actually feel, in a way, it's good she's walking away right now. And it's almost like, because we have the Eight of Cups, so it's almost like they're accepting she's walking away, and the Star means a wish come true. And I do actually hear with this holding her own. So in a way, as girls, as women, should I say, they're not really girls anymore, they're women. It's almost like they're proud their mum is holding their own and making an example, I hear. And there's positive energy how they feel about their mum doing this as well. It's almost like their dad is stuck in his own ways and he's not going to change. And they're more, because they're younger, they can kind of understand where their mum is coming from more, if you kind of get what I'm trying to say with that. And then again, the Five of Pentacles as well means they're more worried about the money and the finances and things being split up that way. So that's a concern for them, how far he's going to take it. But the Death card as well, the kids right now, it almost looks like they're not sure if they're ever going to get back together either. It's almost like a complete severance. So we've had a lot of severance cards in that. I just get this energy that he's still trying to act like a boy when he's 76 and she's stood by him for so long, and it's almost like enough's enough. There's only so long I could deal with this. Like after 25 years, that she wants to come on her own, be her own woman, be her own person, be her own person. So that is a super, super speedy reading on that. I will probably do a part 2. I mean, it is sad, 25 years, and they have got a beautiful, beautiful family. But then again, who wants to also be with a man-child for the next 10 years? You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, love you guys. I will do another video soon. I've been asked to do Shakira as well, which is another really sad one. So love you all. Bye, guys.